Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our longer readings, so this is for my Leos in Libra season. Hello, my Leos. Now, you know that I use 4 decks when I do this reading. I'm using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main message. Then I go to John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards to kind of fill in, kind of give some clarification. Osha Zen Tarot cards to give us advice, and then we come back to our Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused both decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. I did a overview of Libra season. I thought it was interesting. I hope you do too. Please take a look. Not only do I give you the dates, I threw some cards down to see kind of what the energies were like during those times too. Okay, reversed cards have stronger energy. So I have 3 cards face down here. The first and third are reversed. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself up to higher power. Whatever the message is for whoever needs to hear it, all I have to do is deliver, okay? Let's see what we have for Libra season for my Leos. First card up, again reversed. This is the Knight of Water. Now, okay, I'm having some interesting energies for my fire signs during Libra season. So this is interesting again for you, my Leos. Now, water energy is fluid, emotional. It is our Scorpio, our Pisces, our Cancer. It's spiritual. Knights are directional. Sometimes you have to give them a little direction though. Sometimes you got to sometimes it's like herding kittens. Okay. It's like the kittens want to go, sometimes you got to do this. And then once they get going, they get going. But the Knight of Water is about falling in love. The Knight of Water is about a new emotional experience. Now, I do talk about my relationships as, you can be your job, your work, your career. It could be personal, interpersonal. It could be intimate. It could be something to do with family or with your home too. This is a really strong, deeply emotional commitment. This is something that you just really want. You've been wanting this type, or it could be a love or a relationship that is growing stronger as time goes by. Okay. But this has a very Libra season for you, and it's not, it's a little different than the overview. Libra season has a dreamy, kind of hopeful, kind of romantic, kind of passionate type of energy for you, my Leos. Now, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. So not only, there's something that you're going to be pulled into. They talk about a social event, but it could be that you're pulled into where, maybe your eyes meet, you talk to somebody, or it's just that you yourself have this dreamy, maybe you're living in a daydream, okay? Maybe you're just kind of thinking about all the, you're trying to stay very positive, and you're just kind of letting your mind wander to all those opportunities and all those things that you just kind of, want to take advantage of, or you just want to kind of wet your toes with, okay? But there's a lot of emotional, there's a lot of dreamy, and there's a lot of maybe, now, it could be, again, I do want to tell people, it could be that you have an existing romance that goes to that next level also. Okay. But again, it could be your job. It could be your job or your work. Here we go. Next card up. Here we are. The Page of Air. Now, air energy is our Libra, our Aquarius, and our Gemini thought processes. So here this emotion is, oh, yes, 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 I love to love, to love, to love. And then the reality of the situation is here, okay? Your thought processes, your planning, your strategic thinking, hearing news. And this is about, the page wants to leap in also, but the page also has a bit of caution. The page is going to kind of look at the situation and kind of say, do I really, really want to go there? So again, if this is a job, then maybe it's a job offer. If this is a job, maybe it's a job offer, and you're really kind of like, not quite sure that this would be the best thing for me. Okay, you see that there's a little, so my Leos, you do have a little, you are grounded in this, even though we don't have the earth yet, but there is some grounded, so you are thinking about whether or not you need to make this change or make this leap. Anyway. Logical, honest, impulsive, curious. Challenging information. Delays or change to plans. Truth delivered without tact. So your last card, again reversed. Here it is. Now here's our earth energy. So this is going to ground us up also too. Not ground us up. That sounds horrible. This is going to keep us grounded. Now fours have a stability to it. Earth is earth energy, solid energy. Something, someone you can touch. Now, this is our Virgo, Capricorn. It's also our Taurus type of energy too. Now, it could be about something with a job, with money. It could be, there is kind of a give take type of energy with this too. But the thing about it is, my Leos, you may love to be in love, or you may love the idea of love, but your heart and your reality will keep you on the straight and narrow if this is not in the straight and narrow. And I don't go down this road. I don't go down this. So you may love to be in love. You may, kind of have that little bit of that romance, and might be kind of a little fun for you, but it keeps you, you will stay where you need to stay because you stay within your integrity. But it could also be that if this is an existing relationship, that you're making some plans with this page of air, you're thinking about things, and you're trying to figure out how to make it work even better, okay? Okay, I don't know. I'm a Leo too, so maybe I'm a little bit getting romantic with you. Okay, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate, okay? Okay, so there's your head is a little bit in the clouds. You're kind of, or maybe something wonderful happens and you're just on a natural high, an emotional high, and then you have to come down to reality sometimes. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, so let's go on. Let's see. For clarification's sake, and let's see what our clarification is for our Leos. So my Leos, it's been a while with a romantic type of reading. Is this a romantic? You're going to let me know. Okay, 3 cards are face down. I don't know if they're reversed or not. I can't tell from the backings. First card up. Okay. It was reversed. Rejoice in celebration. Something very positive comes from this energy here, this romantic. So maybe that's the thing too. Maybe your heads are in the cloud. Maybe you've heard really good news. Maybe there's a personal project that has gotten to a higher level. Maybe you did get that job. Maybe you did get engaged. Or maybe you did get married. Maybe you did take a relationship to another level and it's brought you closer. Either way, it's one of these, this is a relationship that, this is something that you actually feel good about and that you want, and you just, it's again, celebration, total celebration. Okay, let's see what our next card is for you. Now we have a 5 here. We have a 5. 5's about change. Sometimes it's about struggle, but I go more with the change. But change can be positive, it can be negative, or it can just be very, very neutral, okay? And this is financial and material changes. Now, sometimes, with 5s, people are like, oh, no, no, no. But I really when I look at this one, it could be one of those things that you are celebrating about, that maybe, again, so what brings about a financial change? Possibly winning the lottery. Not going to tell you to go do that. I'm not going to tell you to go buy a ticket. Winning is, hey, we'll see what that happens. It could be about getting a new job, getting a promotion. It could be about having something wonderful happen. Now, there can be a negative side to this too, but I don't feel that way, maybe because I just like to be optimistic with this. I feel that this is something that there is a change in fortunes, I'm saying, but it's a positive change. It's things that, I feel then, now you have to watch out. That 4 of Earth means as the money comes in, you might be spending it more than so your reciprocity may not necessarily be equal. And that's one thing that, Libra likes, is to keep their scales equal. So what comes in, if you're going to be spending it, don't spend more than what comes in. Okay? Okay. Your last card, here we go. This is something people don't understand because they seem to think that Leos are very social animals. But this is a reversed again. This is solitude. You do need to take that time. So when all of this stuff is going around you, and maybe this is daydreaming type, you do need to step back. You do need to kind of get yourself into that really good mind frame, and you have to think about what it is you've been wanting to do. You do need to connect again. I'm always going to say your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine. Okay, so you do need to, so there is going to be a point. Now, it could also be that whatever this is going on, it gets a little bit too overwhelming and you need to take a couple of steps back. Maybe, like I said, you love the idea of love, but maybe you don't necessarily want to put the work into it. Okay? It's kind of like, well, I love you loving me, but I have to love you back. I don't want to put the work into it. But the thing is, this is you stepping back. This is you kind of regrouping and reframing what your reality is. Okay, let's go on. Now that was weird. That was weird with that solitude, but that's what I was getting. So, okay, let's go on and see. I keep getting attracted. My eyes get pulled to those rings on his, it looks like him, but it could be a girl, woman, male, on their fingers. So there's something with those rings. Okay, let's go on. It's kind of feeling like, if it was poverty or if it was something as a downturn on finances, that those rings would be off of their fingers. So I think it's positive. I think financial and material changes will be positive. You may want the solitude, though. Okay, words of advice from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Here we go. Okay, so whatever this is going on. Okay, so whatever this is, don't bite off too much, okay? Don't bite off too much. If this is, if this is a love relationship, make sure, there's change for change's sake is not what you want, okay? So just be aware of the stressors around you. Now, here this is, they're juggling, playing, balancing, and there's a little monkey ready to just pop the bubble, okay? So take things slow. Don't jump into anything. Here we go. Next card up. Oh, I do love this one. I do love her. This is existence. This kind of goes a little bit with solitude in itself. This is, though, being realizing that you are part of something bigger than yourself. And, I do love that this is, there's a lot of serenity with this. So again, that goes with, again, I feel that connection with the solitude, that this is one of those things you need to make sure, especially if you're feeling stressors, that you need to kind of take yourself out of the situation. And, it's like you're taking yourself out. And I was talking about this a lot with some of the other readings, that we walk in the natural and the supernatural. And sometimes we have to take, especially Leos, has to take themselves out of that natural and move more so into that supernatural realm, because that's what feeds our soul many a time over. So again, too, there's the comet, the meteorite, the falling star, the wish upon the star. There's being, know that you are part of a greater destiny also. Anyway, next card up, reversed, trust. Trust. Okay. Now, trust can be broken. Okay. So make sure, again, I'm going back to, where I'm going back to. But the other part of trust is the blind trust, is to, just trust higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, trust that you are on your pathway. So, I'm not giving anybody leave to go outside of a relationship with another relationship. But there are times, and there's no but to that. There's no but to that. So don't say, "Oh, Debbie said I could." No, no, no. I'm not saying you could. This does seem like there is a romantic, dreamy, passionate thing that's really pulling at your spirit, pulling at your heart. Again, you have to make sure you use your mind. You have to make sure, your thoughts. You have to make sure that keep your both feet on the ground type of thing too. But there does feel very much kind of a destiny type of thing. So this could be somebody that maybe is, if you are not attached, maybe part of your destiny that's coming into your life. It could be. It could be that it is, again, one of those other relationships that you thought has passed for you. It could be a work, job, career thing that you thought was past and comes back into your life too. Okay? Okay. Okay, Leos were a little different this time around. This Libra energy is going to be very weird. Again, I tell you, go watch that. Watch the Libra overview. Anyway, let's go on. Our last deck. 1, 2, 3. All three of these are reversed. Strong, strong energy. Here we go. First card up. The Four of Gabriel. This is another way of doing a celebration. Gabriel is your energy along with Sagittarius and Aries. And fours have that stability to it, and fours are about rejoicing and celebrating. So whatever's happening, it is something that it brings you to that next level. It brings you to something that you want to actually share the celebration with. So, time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. Your next card, again reversed, the Star. Okay, so the Star. So here we have Archangel energy. We have this one too. We have the Star, Archangel Jophiel. This is about wishes coming true, dreams coming true. This is, again, I touched upon destiny. I touched upon some, you're like coming to a place where you are meant to be. So there's a supernatural element with this. And there's again, we go back to that Knight of Water. There's that dreamy element with it. But there's also this thing. It's like your world gets righted. Maybe it's different. I'm not saying it's going to be the same, but it's like things get put back in. Not back. I shouldn't say back, but pieces are put into a design that makes sense to you. Okay. Anyway, Archangel Jophiel, a dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. So in many ways, this whole reading has this very, very supernatural element to it. And, and maybe the Knight of Water, maybe that's the connection with with your higher power also. Or it could be very, concrete too. So, that's the thing. But it is something that really looks good for you, positive for you. Our last card now. Last card, again reversed. Here we go. The King of Raphael. Now, we had the Knight of Water, and now we have the King of Raphael. Raphael is always water, okay? So it's that emotional, it's that fluid, it's that very spiritual, element. And you are very, very spiritual. The King has gone through many, many, many emotional situations. The King has gone through situations where he could have turned his back, and he didn't. He continued. So the King of Raphael, this is really, really interesting for you because the King of Raphael is saying trust. Now remember, we had this, trust, okay? So the King of Raphael is warm, generous, honorable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passion. So the thing is with this one, with Libra season for you, I was just pulling myself closer to the mic. The thing with Libra season for you, there's a dreamy element to it. There's a very supernatural, optimistic, like you're being guided element to it. There's this romantic element. There's this soul-fulfilling type of element being too with it. There's, the Star is telling you that your dreams come true, and the King of Raphael is telling you to trust. along with the others that are saying to trust too. So, the thing is, live your life, my Leos, live your life, stay in your integrity, but the thing is though, this looks like this could be a season to remember for my Leos. And it feels like it could be a season that meets those deeper needs that we might have. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Anyway, my Leos, remember the button down there. Please like, please share, please subscribe. I want to thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. As always, my Leos, know that you are loved. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.